This video is brought to you by Cool Green Clothing.
What's up, y'all? What it is, man? It's your boy AC Green. You already know what's up with me. Cool and getting the green and staying out the way, you know? But yeah, that's what I need y'all to do. Mark your calendar this month, June the 25th. I'm teaming up with my girl, Kid from Kicking Culture. And what we doing for y'all, we bringing y'all the summer sneaker wipe off. What it is, man? It's your boy AC Green. And I'm teaming up with my girl, Kid, right here from Kicking Culture. The first week of summer, June the 25th. What we bringing y'all? We bringing y'all the summer sneaker wipe off.
Hey, make sure y'all come through. Summer sneaker wipe off, man. We taking care of all shoes. All you gotta do is 20% off of t-shirts. Buy a t-shirt, you getting your shoes clean for free. Make sure y'all come through.
They gonna come through.
What is going on, YouTube fam? This your boy Tony 2Times, and we back with another episode of the Baltimore Way, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. Definitely watch this video to the end to hear the full story. Subscribe if you're new to the fam. Hit that notification bell for future uploads. Let's get right into it. Family disputes are pretty much common. People don't always agree or see eye to eye. Most of the time, it might be a lot of arguing, even fighting if things are real bad. But in worst case scenarios, the beef might have been going on for so long and be so deep, it leads to someone zapping out and really hurting their family member or leaving them gone. And when it comes to mother and daughter or father and son, it gets crazy, as most kids look up to their parents. But sometimes the parents are hard on the children, and if mental or physical abuse is involved, it's like a ticking time bomb before the parents or child completely goes off the deep end. And on this episode of the Baltimore Way, we will be discussing a case involving a father and son and what led up to one of them being gone and the other in prison. According to sources, Reuben Jackson Jr., 27 years old at the time, and his father, Reuben Jackson Sr., 60 years old, didn't always see eye to eye. But neighbors and friends just looked at the situation as petty family issues. Even when one day in April 2019, Reuben's mother called BPD because her husband and son was going back and forth. But when police arrived, Reuben Jr. was already gone, so no report was necessary. As Reuben Jr. and his mother were close, the young man came back home despite issues with his father. On April 13, 2019, Miss Martin, Reuben's mother, woke up, saw her son and husband before leaving out to run some errands. Returning home about 7 p.m., Reuben Jr. helped his mother bring bags in the house. Once Miss Martin looked around, she noticed the house was messy and stuff everywhere. Not thinking much about it, she told her son to help her clean up. But Reuben Sr. wasn't nowhere to be found, or nowhere in the home at the time, and he did not come home that night. The next day, as Miss Martin went to the basement to do laundry, she discovered someone laying on the floor, covered with a blanket and blood all around. After she removed the blanket, to her surprise, it was her husband, Reuben Sr. In shock, she quickly called BPD. As police arrived to the home, they noticed spots of blood upstairs, in the living room, and basement, where Reuben Sr. shot multiple times and already pronounced gone at the scene. It quickly went to a murder investigation, as they noticed cleaning supplies outside the home and a crime scene that looked like the shooting happened somewhere else. BPD quickly turned their attention to the neighborhood and neighbors, wondering if someone saw or heard anything, in which even though everybody was shocked and felt for the family, no one had any information, just prayers and condolences. BPD decided to interview the son, Reuben Jr. At first he told police he didn't know what happened to his father, but when he was searched, a bullet was found in his pocket. Reuben Jr. then told police him and his father got into an argument the day prior while his mother was out running errands, and during the altercation, he alleged his father grabbed him and started choking him. So Reuben Jr. grabbed a revolver that was close by and shot his father multiple times. As he realized what he'd done, Reuben Jr. quickly dragged his father's body from the living room to the basement, covering him with blankets and rushing to clean up before his mother returned home. Police looked for the gun, but it wasn't in the home. But Miss Martin told them she did keep a revolver around for protection. Reuben Jr. was taken into custody and charged with the murder of his father. Everyone was shocked what had happened, especially since neighbors say Reuben Sr. was a friendly neighbor, and Reuben Jr. was quiet and loved his family. But as the case made it to trial, the family would reveal certain twists as Miss Martin, Reuben's mother, and Reuben Jr. and his lawyer explained to the court the family dynamics wasn't that great, and Reuben Sr. allegedly beat and abused his son since he was 4 years old, mentally and physically, even doing things to Reuben's mother in front of him and making him watch. Lawyers argued this affected Reuben's mental health, and in a lot of areas, his thinking wasn't all the way developed. In an impact statement read in court, Ms. Martin stated the loss of her husband was hard, and she loved him very much, but loved her son even more, stating Reuben Sr. often told the family he would take himself out, and both of them if they ever tried to leave him in the home, painting the home as a real-life house of horrors. Reuben Jr. lawyers tried to get him a 10-year sentence because of details that led to the day of the murder, but the first degree was dropped, and in 2020, Reuben Jr. was sentenced to 25 years for the hit of his father. I'm gonna let y'all tell me what's the moral of this story. As we all know, most families keep their issues in-house, no matter what happens, but how does that impact the mental health of the ones dealing with that, and how they take it out on others outside of the home? Either way, hurt people, because hey, that's the Baltimore way. Man, it's a crazy story. You know, this is a touchy story, touchy situation. Like I said, a lot of families go through issues, whether it be, you know, mental or physical things going on, but a lot of times they keep it in-house. And in this case, they saying it went on for decades. At the time, Reuben Jr. was like 20-something years old. So this, they say, was going on for years, since he was 4 years old. So basically, I guess that one day, he had enough. You know, allegedly him and his father got into a situation. They got into a fight, you feel me? He said his father tried to L him out, tried to choke him out, and he grabbed the blick. Now, what made this case different, his mother was on his side. You know, his mother basically agreed to everything he was saying he wasn't wrong, saying everything had been going on for years, you feel me? But y'all know it's two sides to every story. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like I said, when it comes to family dynamics, a lot of people keep matters in-house. A lot of their family members probably ain't even know the situation until it went left, until it got all bad, man. But yeah, y'all let me know the moral of this story, man. Leave it in the comments. I want to know what y'all think about this one. Y'all already know, man. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. Be sure to tap that like button, you know what I mean? Definitely subscribe if you're new to the fam. It's your boy Tony 2 times. Love, fam. I'm out.